We're live. Bukake. Never gonna be affiliate now.
You
Never
know
gonna be
what.
affiliate now.
All right, I'll just drop the N-word with a hard R and make sure you're banned permanently.
You know what? I felt so vindicated watching Linus go off about how he didn't know that was called the hard R. Because I think he was thinking the same thing. I think it was you and me both thought that, right? Like a different word. Okay, and then like he was thinking the same thing, and I think what Luke, right? His guy Luke, yeah, was like, no, it's the N word. Like, oh, what? It's like, okay, it wasn't just us. It's like I don't think we're talking about the same thing. Stacy says that we cannot hear you.
No, me is next week.
Are you do you have like them as monitoring but muting the output? Sometimes I have to like turn it off and then
you know why?
put it back
Because
on.
it fucking defaulted. It
just switched everything to default.
I hate that. And it should be default. Like default should be right, but my sound settings fucking change. Like default is my NVIDIA broadcast, which is what it's using.
You are audible now, by the way.
Yeah, I can see my bars. So
yeah. Now that they can hear you, let's get a proper reaction. Jared on 3, 1, 2, 3. Bukake.
Bukake.
Fucking hell. You know, it was funny. I was doing a stream the other day. That was like my Monday night D&D stuff, and this guy joins under the name of like Death Dice and Dungeons or something like that. And he was really cool and chill and was like, you know, hey, how far are you to affiliate? You know, do you, you know, and I was like, oh, like I could be if I wanted to, like I'm past the threshold.
I'd shut that guy down so fast.
And I was like, you know, I don't do this to make money. I don't want to bring, you know, income into a hobby like this. And, you know, he was like, oh, I just wanted to, you know, give you one of my free subs. And I was like, oh, I appreciate it. And Jared's like, yeah, if he was affiliate, we'd have him banned in a heartbeat.
I'm just sitting in chat and just explaining to them, yeah, we wouldn't be on Twitch anymore if he became affiliated.
Oh my God. I've thought about it, but still haven't pulled that trigger.
Is that something you have to go in and be like, press the button, or
so once you get past, I think it's once you get past 50 subscribers, you have like above 3 or 5 I want to say it's 3 average viewers over like a 90-day period. And then something else, like I think it's just like time.
It's like active people in chat and 7 days. At least that's what it was. And then I think they changed some things. I forget.
I don't think it's the amount of time in chat anymore. But like once you get to that point, then you can go in and click to become an affiliate and go through the steps. Like I could do that right now, but it starts getting in tax, you know, information, because you're going to be making money, so you got to pay. You're right. I probably won't, because
that's fine. Just go ahead and stream the dating simulator tax return.
Oh God.
You
Well, I
only
mean,
have to type in your social security number live.
since there's no money on the line, I'm just gonna like put OBS virtual cam on and start streaming whatever porn games are popular in Steam right now. You're
Oh,
cool
there you
with that,
go.
right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so totally.
Sex with Hitler 3D.
Oh, God. And there goes the channel. All right.
The
So,
fact that there's 2 other ones prior.
all right. Now, after, like Jared said, just a reminder, session at 5:30 today. So, all right. So, to get things onto track, we'll do a quick recap of what happened last session and then jump into it. So, last session, you guys fought off the wolves and the mammoth, the wolves that had brought you here into the ambush that was the mammoth attack. During this combat, you guys met Slagru Molten Grace, a dwarf rogue that had likewise been captured by the wolves. With
Dwarves.
Yeah, they're the worst. With his help, you were able to defeat the wolves and the mammoth, and were able to. He was able to show you guys where the teenagers who had been kidnapped and taken by the wolves were being held.
Ugh, teenagers.
Teenagers. It reminds me of Ivan Ooze.
Yeah.
I smell teenage. It's like, that's a weird smell, Mr. Ooze. So during this time, Smith and you went about harvesting the parts of the animals. After meeting the missing teenagers, Gerard and Groff set up camp for them and everyone for the night. After some time harvesting the animals, Smith heard a noise deeper in the ice lodge. He and you went to investigate and found a group of 3 kobolds sneaking around. There was a momentary stalemate as one of the kobolds tried to scare and hold back Smith, who was not intimidated in the least and was just kind of standing there. During this time, you ran off to grab Gerard because he can speak Draconic and can speak to kobolds. When he returned, the party had come with him, with Groff leading up the rear in stealth, and Gerard was able to figure out that the kobolds lived in a cave nearby in the mountains, and that they made trips down to this ice lodge to collect oil from the barrels that were in the storage area. While you were here, you noticed a giant hole in the ground. It was a tunnel leading to the outside. And 2 other things were noted around this. One, there was an egg sitting in the corner that was warm to the touch that you ended up taking. And there was a strange blue kind of excretion around this tunnel, and through the knowledge of animals and also with the aid of Yu's book, was able to determine that this was an excretion that remorazes gave off shortly after giving birth or laying their eggs, which led you guys to discern the egg is probably a remoraz egg. After this, the kobolds took their fill of the oil, and the party offered to them to stay with them for the night in the other room. And after that, you guys were able to take some time to sit down and chat with one another, where you learned a little bit about Slagru. You were able to, explain some of your own goings-ons, how you guys were heading down somewhere a little bit further south to look for where the egg that Spellix Romwad had been carrying around. And in order to find out how to open it or how to get inside. And on top of that, Slagru explained that he had come to Icewind Dale not too long ago on a ship that some of the crew did not make it when the ship sank, and he had been on a bit of a journey of his own after seeing something falling through the sky, a nautiloid shaped craft that he is out chasing down, claiming that he's not crazy like everyone claimed he was further up north. So after that, you guys discussed that your next bit of travel would be heading back up to Dugan's Hole to take the two teenagers, Silja and Finn, back to their mother, Hilda, and then continuing on towards where this egg had been found. So that is where we are going to pick up. Is there anything anybody wants to do before you guys disembark in the morning? Because we will, you can go ahead and prompt for a long rest if you have not already.
Yeah, can I level up?
That was going to be my question, yeah. So much for having free action.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it would essentially just be bond with the Yeti Tyke Abbey.
Okay. We're going to discuss that after this session, so you and I we can figure out some details about that, because I actually found a recently, I found another book that gave me some details, so we'll discuss that after the session.
Okay.
All right. So spending some time with Abby. Is anybody else doing anything?
Grof's gonna play Zelda.
Grof's gonna play Zelda. Okay. Well, happy for you, Groff. All right. So if nobody else has anything specific they are wanting to do, we can move you guys back out to the travel map. So the morning comes by. Gerard spent some time with Abby, helping, get her kind of back accustomed to, being out here in the Dale, and it's been a bit since she's been around. And as you guys are starting to pack up in the morning, starting to gather up your gear, bringing together your tents, your sleeping bags and whatnot, you see the three kobolds that you had rested here that night, Holgi, Snorp, and Zilbo. As you're gathering up their stuff, they gather up their small containers of oil, and the some of the mammoth meat that they had helped chop up for you. And they look at all of you and they say, Holgi looks at you, Gerard, and says, you ever find yourselves around here, you are welcome to stay in our cave.
Yeah, Everard will go ahead and explain to the group that the kobolds just kind of want to stay in their cave.
We might move what we have down to this ice lodge, but I am afraid if bigger things try to nest here.
Like that mammoth or anything like that? Yeah, I understand.
Yes, the cave in the mountains is cozy, and also up on a big side, so it is very protected.
Hold on. I mean, like I said, if we're ever in the mountain range, we'll stop by, say hi. Because I have in my notes that if we say, or basically we just have to say Snorp and we're essentially...
any one of their names.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So as the morning comes, it is still fairly dark out. I'm gonna put the time at about 8 o'clock, so you guys have a few hours before the sun comes up. But y'all have dark vision. So who is leading the march up to the north? Now keep in mind the two kids do have multiple levels of exhaustion. So they're going to be moving at half speed. So unless you guys make, certain arrangements, put them on, your axe beaks or something like that.
Nah, make him walk.
Can do that.
No.
I'd share an axe beak.
My axe beak is my axe beak taken? We're not carrying the egg, right?
No, actually, I think Spellix. No, Spellix did.
He's holding on to it, right?
Yeah. Because Spellix definitely went with you guys. Yeah, he has the egg.
Okay. I'll offer my axe beak.
Okay. See the two kids. They look up at you, Smith, and one's like, "Thank you. It will be so good to sleep on my own bed again." You see that the young boy helps up the girl onto the back of Old Smithy. And you can see Old Smithy kind of looks back and nods at you, Smith, and then, looks forward, getting ready to move. All right, so that will allow you guys to move at normal speed, considering Smith has a movement speed of 40 feet. All right, so whoever is leading the party north to Dugan's Hole, go ahead and roll me oh shit, I forgot to bring that up. Hold on. I don't have the dice roller up on my side. Oops. That's my bad.
Just Dungeons and Dragons. Who needs dice?
Yeah,
I
really.
rolled a nat 20.
All right, go ahead and roll me a survival check, whoever's leading the party.
Can we have multiple people roll or no?
I mean, you can have multiple people roll, but that's, it's
I have no idea who's leading the party.
The more people that you have roll, if like Smith, if you roll like a nat 20, but everyone else rolls really poor, it can kind of balance it out and like make it so that theirs is a little more, drawing you guys in the wrong direction. So it's up to you guys. Anybody can roll. I don't care who guides the party.
What are we rolling?
Survival.
I'll do it. Wait, what is my survival? +2. Anybody got better than +2? Let's determine it that way.
I have a +3, but
Oh
I'm
my
very
goodness.
squishy.
Inspiration.
Smith rolled and got inspiration because he got a nat 1.
We already had inspiration because you gave us all inspiration for the beginning, didn't you?
From last session.
I thought
Oh, that's
so.
right. That's right. I did tell you guys you could start today's session with inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll use it.
Okay.
We're gonna use Hannah's nat 20, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. Okay. So, so Smith, you are able to successfully navigate the party back up north, basically just using your knowledge of when you guys traveled, kind of keeping the lake, keeping the river to your right, crossing it at one point and staying as close to it as possible, next to the Red Waters Lake, because you remember that Dugan's Hole is right there on the side of the Red Waters. So, after a few hours, as it is, rotate something on my side. As it's only about 5 miles to Dugan's Hole, but there is that, snow and ice that you guys have to trek through. So it does roughly take you about 2.5 hours. We'll say about 3 hours to move through, considering you guys are moving through mostly uncharted lands. So you guys arrive in Dugan's Hole, right about the time that the sun is at its highest. It is currently twilight as you guys make it up into town. As you arrive, you can see that there are some people out in the town now starting milling about, heading over to the waters, seeing if today's a different day and if the waters had thawed out enough. But you can see that there are some that are taking some gear and beginning to trek out across the ice to make it out into the one area where there is liquid water moving. And as you guys start to make it up into town, a couple of the folks that are heading out to the docks see all of you and approach your party. One of the ones that is approaching has a fur cap. He's wearing heavy cloth jacket and comes up to all of you and says, "Hey, what you doing around here?"
Just passing through.
Oh, then you better be making your way quickly. We don't like folks from other towns around here. As he kind of like eyes up all of you.
Didn't we literally just save the kids for this town?
He doesn't realize that they're there yet. He's definitely just eyeing all of you.
Erard will gesture towards the kids. The townspeaker told us to go out and take care of the wolves.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you all can handle something like that. Oh, I doubt you could even handle your milk.
We literally saved the two kids.
Well,
Lord,
I don't see them.
Gerard, he's right though. Milk does hurt me tummy.
Can Erard point out the obvious two kids with them?
Oh, yeah. Those just look like lumps of fur. What's their names?
Slagru, you spent time with them. What's their names?
Slagru, their names are oh my god, my webpage just almost crashed on me. Their names are Silja and Finn.
There's the boy. What?
There is Silja and Finn.
Oh, the kids' names are Silja and Finn.
What kind of name is Finn?
What kind of name is Slagru? Wait.
I start eyeing that guy up.
He looks at you and kind of squints. Says,
Squint right back.
Are these you telling me that these are the Cragwis kids? You can see the two kids are just passed out on the back here. They're not even aware of the conversation that's going on.
Who's talking to us again?
Just some fishermen who basically saw you guys walking into town and is like, maybe you should fuck off.
I heard a story of a pirate lighting a commoner on fire. This is reminding me of that story.
Well, luckily lunatics like that aren't here today.
I'll light a guy on fire.
Sure you will.
I mean, I have Hellish Rebuke. I can be the replacement Aaron.
Listen, if it's true what you say, and these are the Cragwis kids, bring them to me.
And I'll gesture to Will Smithy to come on closer and bring him over.
Comes over, kind of adjusts himself to allow the man to look down at him, and He goes, "Oh, smells like them. Smells right like their mom. All right. Well, I may be blind, but I ain't dumb. If these are the two kids, then their mother's house is just right up next to the speaker's house. But I got to be on my way to fishing. Damn fools. Gotta make a living." You see, he grabs his tackle box and his digging equipment and his fishing rod and starts to walk off towards the forest and the tundra.
Huh.
Is there water over there?
You'll be fine.
You hear a shout come from him. He says, "Of course there's water! Look at it! I'm about to walk on the ice right now!" And he just keeps walking.
Well, is it morally bankrupt of us if we just let him keep going?
I don't think so.
I'm okay with it.
All right, let's go.
All right. Well, with that, you guys can head into town.
We're gonna find a corpse in the woods.
I like the best part to where Lucas said this, to where the guy said he was blind after he looked us up and down. like let's bring up that contradiction here for a brief moment.
Look, he may be blind, but he's not dumb. All right. All right, so you guys are able to get into town, and you have the speaker house here in the center, and then you have the Frosty Flagon as well.
All right, why don't we head over to the mom's house? Drop the kids off.
Works for me.
All right, we'll
Makes
say.
sense.
Good.
I said makes sense.
Yeah, so we'll say it's about this time the two kids are waking up. Finn the young man, he's, "Hey, oh, where are we? Oh, we're home. Silja, wake up. Silja." You see the little girl, she huh? Where are we? Wait. It's Mom's house. You see, the two of them hop off of Old Smithy and make their way over to this house next to the speaker's house. They bang on the front door, and a moment later, you see a red-haired, portly woman walk out, and what's going? Oh, my children! My children! What? How is this possible? And she looks up and sees the sees the four of you or no, I guess it would be the five. Sees the five of you standing there, and but were you able to save my babies?
Yeah, the townspeaker asked us to essentially go hunting because of wolves keeping the townspeople locked in or whatever, and we found the kids.
Oh, by the gods, I can't thank you enough. Oh, she goes up to the two and, embraces them as much as she can, holding them tight. Looks back up at all of you and says, I am so very thankful. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can give you in reward?
Money.
Well,
No money's necessary.
I must give you something.
Money.
I will see what I
Oh,
can.
no, we don't need money. We don't need money.
We always need money. What do you mean we
We're-
don't need money?
We can get this. Erard will pull Groff aside real fast and just whisper to him, going, "We can get the town speaker to pay us for freeing the town of the wolves, and he'll be able to give us more money than what these people will be able to give."
But if we take from this person and the town speaker, then we have even more.
I agree. However,
That's
let's-
just maths.
however, how about we just ask them for possible shelter, since everybody else in this town hates outsiders?
You see, while you were having this discussion, she like went inside of the house, and as you are finishing up that sentence, she comes out. She has a copper chalice with some silver filigree on it, and you can hear a couple coins rummaging around in it. She comes up to the group and kind of holds it out. She says, "This is all I have. But please, the life of my children, it's more than, it's worth so much more." As you peer down inside,
I agree. This is enough for one.
As you peer down inside, you even just eyeing it up, the copper chalice doesn't seem like it would be worth much, but with the silver filigree around it, you think it could be worth, maybe upwards of like 10 plus gold, but inside the cup is about 18 silver.
So which one of your children do you want to keep?
No.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to her. You can have both. I'll take the cup.
Yes, it should bring a few coin in one of the larger towns. It was the gift that my husband and I got on our wedding many years ago before he passed.
Erard just sighs and looks at Groff.
You can't take that.
I absolutely can. Fine. I'll take the coins out and give the cup back. There's your husband's urn or whatever it was. I didn't pay attention.
Are you sure? Please, I want to show my gratitude.
All right. And then Groff thinks about asking for one of the children as payment, but then decides not to say it out loud. No, we're good. I'll just take the coins. Appreciate it.
You are truly generous people. I cannot thank you enough. What are your names so that I know how to address you properly?
I think at one point in time the group was called Music and Mayhem. I don't think we came up with a new one, so you can just kind of use that.
We're kind of just mayhem now.
Well, the group known as Mayhem, I will hold that name dear to my heart. If there is anything more I could ever do or help with, please feel free to ask. My name is Hilda Cragwisk.
I
Well,
promise you, I'm gonna forget that.
Maybe offer us shelter, depending on how the rest of the townsfolk take to us, since apparently this town just hates all outsiders.
It is not uncommon to find this town less welcoming to outsiders, that is true. Unfortunately, we have had our differences with the outsiders in some of our ways and practices.
Well, I guess we should go talk to the town speaker and let him know that mission's successful.
If you are looking for any place to stay, please feel free to come back. I do not have many beds, but I can share home and hearth.
Good enough for me in this icy hellscape.
Just for reference, going to post the pictures of these three over in the chat.
I'm sorry, how old are these kids again?
Young teenagers. But yeah, they're young teenagers. Silja is a spindly girl with pointy teeth, and Finn is I don't have it on here, but he's like kind of got a splotchy face with malformed ears. As those from the Dale are aware, Dugan's Hole is kind of known for its inbreeding.
Why did that sign say "Welcome to West Virginia"?
All right, so
It was a misspelling.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are heading over to speak to the town speaker again.
I'd say so.
All right. So, Hilda heads inside with her two children. You can hear her kind of sobbing and some joyous tears as you guys walk over to the town speaker hall, or the town speaker's house, and you can hear there's a little bit of chatter and commotion going on the inside.
Should we just go in?
I open the door.
Okay. As you head inside, you see two people standing there. One is the town speaker, Edgar Dermott, that you guys have met before. And there's someone else standing there. He seems to be clad in leather armor, carrying a couple swords and a pack on his back. When you guys walk in, you can hear like the final murmurings between them of the one saying, I understand, but if we are to protect the town, we would have to band together some group. I mean, we don't really have much of a choice anymore. And Edgra, as she begins to say, well, we'll muster up whoever we can get. And then she sees all of you walking in and, hey, don't you know the courtesy to knock?
This is not a public place.
This is my house.
And who are you?
I am the town speaker.
Which makes you a
Just go out the
public
door.
servant?
To say that I am anyone's servant is an insult.
A public servant, a leader, whatever you want to call yourself, but part of the public nonetheless.
But still, that does not mean you can walk into my house just unannounced. Wait a second. I recognize you lot. You're the ones who
He's on to us.
You're the ones who came here talking about wanting to make deals. And she looks over at Wu and says, yeah, talking about wanting to make deals and trade with the other towns and yourselves. What do you want now?
We handled the wolf issue.
What do you mean you handled the wolf issue?
The kids that were kidnapped, we brought them back, and it was essentially 2 dire wolves. I don't know if there was more, but they're no longer alive.
Uh-huh. So you killed them.
In self-defense.
And the teenagers, the 2 children.
We returned them home. You can go see for yourself.
Well, we can go back and kill them too, if that's the bounty. I think I
No,
understood.
no, Groff, no.
I'm pretty sure that was not the deal, though, right? the kids live, right? That was the deal.
She kind
Silence is concerning.
She kind of pauses and like squints her eyes a bit. And she says, they're safe. And you killed the wolves.
At least 2 of them. Like I said, I don't know if there was more.
I'll see about that. Believe some outsiders of their word. She walks past both of you, all of you, and she steps outside. You see that she kind of braces against the cold, heads over to Hilda and the 2 kids' house, and through the blustering snow, you can hear her, you hear voices over there. It's,
This plays great over Discord.
Doesn't it though?
And then a moment goes by, and you see town speaker Edgra Dermot walking back over. She says, "Well, I guess it's true. At least the rescuing of them." You see that she has something in her hand as she is walking over. It appears to be a pair of boots. And she turns around, she sets them on the table, and she looks at all of you and raises an eyebrow and says, "So you rescued them, and you claim to have killed the wolves."
Like I said, I don't know if there was more. We killed the 2 dire wolves that were keeping the kids.
Is there any evidence of this?
Didn't Wu skin them?
Yes, he did.
Can we make Wu show them the wolf belt?
Yeah. We will step forward and pull.
Do we not also have 2 witnesses that we rescued? Like,
it's true, you do. Well, they're exhausted right now, so.
Well, they can vouch for us tomorrow.
Yeah. She, you see, Wu pulls out the not only the wolf pelts, the 2 wolf pelts, but also the mammoth pelt, and explains how
there was a mammoth in there too.
Yeah, explains how he and Smith killed a mammoth that was commanding them.
Probably should have made sure that mammoths aren't in their religion before we showed them that.
There's a look on her face as she just, "Hell, I'll be damned." She turns over and looks at the guy who's standing there and says, "Well, I guess we won't be needing your assistance after all. You can head out back to the lake and tell the others that there won't be a hunting expedition." You see this hunter turns over and looks at all of you and kind of has like a moment of like scorn on his face, but then it immediately is replaced by instant relief as he says, "Oh, thank you. I really did not want to head out there and deal with winter wolves or dire wolves or whatever it is going to be."
Are you sure? Because I know some necromancers back in Baldur's Gate. We can get those wolves resurrected if you still want to go.
Believe me, we have our own troubles to deal with out on the Red Waters. So, from one traveler to another, thank you. And you see he turns back and looks at Edra, says, "Ma'am," and kind of just walks away. Edgar looks at all of you and says, "All right, well, as far as now, I believe you. And Hilda over there said to give you these." She sets she holds the boots out to all of you. She says, These were her older brothers. After he died,
they've just sat in the closet. But she claims that they had some magic to them. He had won them off of, I remember he won them off of an adventurer he bested in a drinking contest some years ago.
Dibs.
All right. Groff takes the boots. You can see that these boots are fur-lined, and they are, they seem like they will be very snug, but also very warm.
I put on the boots.
Okay. You kick yours off. Let me add this to your inventory.
Come on, 4 inches off the ground. Come on.
Nope. Go ahead and reload
Damn.
your character sheet, and you'll see a new item on your list called the Boots of Winterlands.
I don't see it.
You'll need to reload.
I did.
Do it again.
No, I'm just looking at the wall.
Oh, God damn it.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh yeah, how's your internet?
It's working.
That's
No,
good.
apparently it came back on at like 1 o'clock while I was at work because we
That's
got
good.
cable back last night, so it was only a matter of time. Other than that, fuck Comcast.
Right?
So as you put these on, you realize they're very snug, they're very warm, but the moment you pull them on and you have both of them on, you realize that a set of cleats appears made of ice at the bottom of these boots.
Resistance to cold damage. Again.
So that actually brings me to something. If you have resistance to a damage type, this is a house roll that I've been contemplating for a while, just hasn't really come up yet. If you have resistance to a damage type through one source and you gain resistance from another source, you can further reduce that incoming damage of that type by a d6.
Sweet.
So
What I'm hearing
So-
is if you combine 2 resistances, you get immunity.
no, I'm not doing
So
immunity.
it's half damage minus 1d6.
Correct.
All right. Sweet. Although, when am I ever going to get cold damage in the Veil? Or Veil?
Yeah, I know.
What the hell are
Kind
we
of
at?
crazy,
Dale.
right? All right. So yeah, you see Edra looks down at all of you or looks at all of you as you're putting on these boots, Groff. She says, all right. Well, as much as I hate to say it, thanks for helping us.
You're welcome.
I was gonna be giving this to Oleg, but well, you did the job.
She holds out a small satchel of coins. You can hear them kind of clinking around.
Erard says dibs like Groff and takes it, but then proceeds to divide it evenly among the 5.
Okay, there's 20 gold in there, so you can split it up 4 gold to each if you want to do that.
I will.
Thank you.
All right, so you can add 4 gold to your inventories.
And I will be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Sure. All right, so after she hands this to you, see she walks over behind her desk, sits down, and pulls to her lips a warm flagon of ale as she's kind of eyeing all of you. And so, where will you be heading now?
That is a great question. We have to get the guy with the egg and continue further down, don't we?
Yeah. At least that was one of your many
Yeah.
routes.
So I guess that would be our next objective. Wait, how close are we to the moon? Then I need to apparently go to a lake.
Currently you are like a 10-day, you're 10 days from the full moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just realized as well, it's now been 24 hours. Calyrax can now contact me again.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the next step is seeing about the egg, so.
All right. So you guys head over to the Frosty Flagon and... Or no, that's right. He's there. I keep forgetting him because I know you guys left him in Bryn Shander, and I keep thinking that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's at least in this town, I thought.
He's with you guys. He was traveling with you the whole time.
Oh, I didn't think he went with us to go fight the wolves because he said he wasn't going to or something.
No, I'm trying to remember. I for some reason thought I had him go with you guys because you were traveling south, and it was the idea of like if you were gonna go that way or if you found the tracks to go further to the south.
Oh, well, I'll tell the town speaker we're essentially going further south to try and figure something out.
What, towards the mountains?
Essentially, yeah.
All right, well, be careful with that. Not that I care anything about your own safety, but rumors had been coming up from the hunters. There's been strange sightings down in the mountains to the south. Apparently, they've been noticing the gray dwarves skulking around there in the distance, up in the mountains and whatnot.
Well, I guess we'll see, and for the most part, we can handle ourselves, so guess onward.
Hey, well, best of luck. All right. So you guys gonna get a move on towards the south?
Any objections or anything anybody else wants to do?
I don't know if Justin's even back.
I don't think he is.
Smith's still muted.
That's it. Still pretty early, right?
Right now it's about noon.
Okay. Yeah, I said that we push on.
Okay. Any opposing or any opposition from Slagru?
No,
Cleo?
just kind of hanging out here.
Let's say you got some new traveling companions. Something a little bit different. All right. Okay. So, you guys begin to make your way out of Dugan's Hole. As you are, Spellix Romwad, he says, all right, if we're going to be getting this egg open anytime soon, we need to get a march on. I know that it's just past the river, because I remember crossing that river whenever we found it. So, it's at least going to be the next few hours, and we'll probably be getting to sundown by then. So, we got to be quick about this.
long as no creatures try eating our faces, I'm sure we'll be okay.
Well, I'll do what I can to remember the direction of where it was.
What's all this about an egg?
He, Spellix looks over at you and says, "Oh, no, not much. It's mine, as a matter of fact. But just want to say that first and foremost. Found me and my goblins. We found this egg. And, you know, as you guys are, you know, starting to travel out of Dugan's Hole, you know, he's sitting on the back of old Smithy, and he turns around to show you what he's been carrying this whole time, this large, almost like metallic looking egg. And he says, I found it some time ago. Been trying to figure out how to open it. And he turns it so that you can see there's what appears to be like a 9-digit number pad on the side. I tried everything I could. I tried ramming it open, throwing it against the wall, pressing every rune and sigil I could figure on the front, but nothing works. It's been driving me mad. Then I met them, and they said they would take me back to where I found it so that I might figure out if there's any clues around there.
Oh, well, my family used to work with locks. They taught me how to do a lot of stuff, like open the locks. You mind if I take a look at it?
You think you can open it?
I can give it a try. What's the worst I can do?
He kind of like
Self-destruct sequence activated.
looks back and forth and, well, if you think you can do it, yes, let us try. All right, oh, crap, I gotta bring up map. So we'll say that everyone comes to a bit of a stop, and he gets down off of Spellix gets down off of old Smithy and heads over next to you, Slagru. And he holds the egg out for you.
Okay. I'll take it, look it over. Man, not saying much, but this is much better or lock than those ones that we found in that cave with those wolves.
Aye.
Is there any like?
Do you think you can? You think you can figure it out?
I can give it a go.
Do me a favor first. Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Oh crap. Oops!
Got a nat 1. Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's inspiration, but you already had it, so you can give your inspiration to anyone else that you would like.
This is
I think-
inspiration.
I'll
Wow.
I think Smith is the only one that doesn't have inspiration.
I'll take it. Why don't you use your inspiration now?
Oh, that's true. You can. So here's what you can do, Glenn. You can either re-roll that roll and not take the inspiration, or you can just stick with the one and give the inspiration you earned to Smith.
I'll re-roll.
Okay.
That was embarrassing. Okay. 18.
Okay. So You look this thing over. It has a, it has a strange design to it. There appears to be a, odd collection of sigils on this pin pad, or this, this 9 square panel. And you start poking a bit at it, and you can see that they light up. And then once you type in so many, it just kind of flashes and then fails. And you think to yourself that you've never seen anything like this, but the look of it, the shape of it, and everything like that, you feel that this might be related to the craft that you are searching for and hunting for. And you get this thought that possibly casting knock on this egg might allow you to open it.
Casting what?
The spell knock.
Oh, the knock spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
Okay. Right.
Spells. Arcane lock. That's the arcane lock, right?
No, arcane lock is the one that would allow you to lock something down.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. So the knock spell is one that would allow you to would open any lock or momentarily unlock a magical lock.
It does not look like I have that. Unless I'm looking at the wrong place.
Nope. Your spells would be the location where that would be available. So
I do not have it.
Okay.
No,
So
I don't have it. I got the arcane lock, mage armor, alarm, no knock spell.
Why did I think you had that? I thought we discussed that at one time that you did. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of your mystery key.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh. Mystery key. Would that work?
What, the mystery key?
Yeah.
You can try using it.
Okay, but why not?
It's got a 5% chance of unlocking any lock.
Ugh.
All right, roll a nat 20. I mean, well, yeah, roll a d20.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll one on my side in private. No, I'll roll it in public.
Okay, just one.
All right, you got to roll a 6.
I got to roll a specific number.
A specific number. You got a 5% chance.
Eight.
So you take out this mystery key that you've been carrying around with you, a key in which a question mark attached to the top of it. You press it up against there, just thinking this might work, and fortunately nothing happens. But looking at this, you think to yourself, if you can grab a scroll with the knock spell, or find somebody that has that, or seeing how it flashes each time, you have seen locks like this. They're more mechanical, they're not digital, where a certain combination has to be punched in on it. So you think if you can figure out the code, if you can somehow get a hold of that combination, you could pop this thing open.
Does anybody happen to have the knock spell on them? Or scroll? Anyone?
You see Spellix looks at you and says, believe me, if I had one, I would have tried it. Shit.
I could have asked Copper about that.
Not on me.
Well,
I guess we can just keep going down where you found the egg and see if we can't find the number combination.
I hand it back and pretty much agreeing with that. Unless we're going run into another town.
yeah, I appreciate it. At least you tried. All right, well, let us get a move on then. We're burning daylight. So with that, you guys continue on your journey, and we're gonna say that Spellix is at least leading the direction in which the party is going, but if somebody wants to give me a survival check to kind of like lead the party. All right. Well, there we go. So Groff, you take the... Yeah.
I will survive.
So Groff, you take the lead this time, offering up to, to follow Spellix's directions. And you guys cross down in the direction that you were traveling before, and eventually you come to a spot at the river where Spellix says, I know this place. Yes, we are close. We are close to where it was. And as he's saying this, you can see that you are now, the sun is starting to set in the west. But I want everyone at this point to all roll me a survival check.
You said everyone?
Everyone. All right. Give me just a moment to add this. Okay. All right, so you guys continue on trying to figure out where this egg crashed. Smith, with Spellix on the back of Old Smithy, you guys kind of get into the area where he's like, it was somewhere around here. I remember these trees. I remember this mound. It's not far. And he's kind of, spurning you on, Smith, leading you in the right direction. And eventually you come across a site that's just a little bit further south of where you guys arrived to, and you see that there is an impression in the ground that has, for the most part, been like cleaned up by the wind and snow that have blown through here. But as soon as you see it, Spellix says, there, that is where I pulled it from, the ice and snow. We have arrived. And he puts his fingers to his mouth and he whistles to everyone to come to his direction.
I'll follow in suit.
Right.
We'll do so, yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys start to make your way over there, you come upon this opening in the tundra, and you can see where there's this like mound of snow that is still kind of, pilled up, kind of revealing that something had at one time
crashed down in going this direction and displaced a bunch of snow. And Spellix looks at all of you and says, "This is it. This is where I found it. Quick, everyone, search around. See if you can find anything. We must find it. We must find the answers." Everyone roll me perception checks.
Woo!
All right. 22, nice. I'm going to roll for... Oh, I rolled performance. Oh, well. Just add 4 onto that. All right. So, as you guys are looking around, you're trying to do your best to, you know, find anything that you can. And it takes you guys, you know, a good hour or so of searching. You're doing everything you can. You're searching in all the different places. But Gerard, as you note where everything crashed, you know, everyone's kind of looking all around this clearing, but you start to think to yourself, if it crashed there and created that kind of an impression in the snow, it came from somewhere to the northeast. So you start looking up further to the northeast and in and around where the trees are. And at one point, with your advanced dark vision, you see something up in a tree, a glint of light that just ever so slightly catches off the moonlight in the sky that is waning ever so slightly.
Can I throw the tanuki into the tree to get it?
You can.
All right. I'm going to pick up Neoguri and I'm going to say, "All right, go get it!" And I throw him up towards the tree.
All right. You throw Neogiri up into the tree. He kind of like looks back at you and says, hey, okay. He says, all right, relax, calm down. I'll get it. You see, he climbs up the tree. As he does, he eventually reaches the spot where it is, and he turns around and throws whatever he picked up back down to you. As you look at this thing, it appears to be a small capsule of some kind. It's kind of pill-shaped, but it's very large. Well, not very large. It's about the size of like a Pepsi can. And it has the same coloration and metallic feel as the egg.
All right, I'll gesture for him to come back down, hoping that he doesn't realize that I legitimately have a flying companion that could just fly up and grab it.
Yeah, as Albot's sitting on your shoulder. All right. As he flies down, you take a look at this. You can see there appears to be a seam around the center of it at about the midway point.
I'll yell over to the rest of the group, going, "Hey, I found something."
You see Spellix lose it. What? What did you find? What did you find?
I'll hold up the pill-shaped object and be like, "I found this. It kind of looks similar to the egg and whatnot. I have no idea what it does, though."
Where did you find that?
It was stuck in a tree.
Oh. Yes. What does it do?
I have no idea. Can I inspect the item with the goggles of object reading?
Sure, go ahead.
You cast the identify spell using the goggles. Once you do so, you can't do so again until the next dawn.
Okay. So you put on your goggles of object reading and you begin to peer down at this. A minute goes by, and after it's done, you know that this itself does have some kind of magic attributed to it. Specifically, you can sense that there is transmutation magic, and more specifically, this has a very particular use case of the knock spell. And what it is you don't know exactly what this means, but if it's held to anything that originates from something called the nautiloid, it can be used to open it.
I'd relay that information back and essentially just say, so I guess the egg and this are both part of the nautiloid? I don't know what that means, but it has the knock spell attached to it. All we have to do is just hold it next to the item.
Spellix looks over at you and says, well, what are you waiting for? This is our moment to learn.
All right. He'll go ahead and put it directly against the lockbox.
Okay.
One guy could look at it too.
Yeah, like I said,
I think it's got something to do with what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say when he says the nautiloid, that definitely sends up a red flag in your head, Slagru. And as soon as he holds it up against this thing, you can see there's a bit of a glow that comes from this pill-shaped object. And Gerard, you notice that there appears to be a light emanating from where that seam on it is. And as you hold it up against it, nothing immediately happens.
I have no idea how this thing works. He'll tap it against the lockbox. He even tries like twisting the pill-shaped thing.
As you tap it, nothing happens, but as you twist it, you realize it comes apart. On the inside, you notice that there is a button that can be depressed, and there is a light that is surrounding it.
I press the button.
As you press the button,
big shiny red button, must press.
As you press the button, you suddenly hear this hissing noise coming from the egg here on the ground. As that happens, the number pad on it begins to glow and blinks in a certain combination, and suddenly the lights on it turn green. A moment later, didn't mean to move him. A moment later, it opens. And you see that there is this internal hinge that allows the top of the egg to open up. There's this cloud of exhaust that comes out of it. This, kind of like steam, if you will. And as soon as it opens, there is this awful, noxious smell that comes from within. As Spellix looks down in, he says, I can't see what's in there. And he goes to wave away this cloud. And as soon as that happens, you see a tendril launch itself out, grabbing Spellix's arm, and as a glob.
Lucas?
Yes.
Lucas, I want you to know you're saying this at 7:17 p.m. Look at the Rime of the Frostmaiden chat and what I posted as a GIF. at 7:16 p.m.
That's hilarious. You see this tendril come out, wrap around Spellix's arm as a glob of something shoots out at Spellix as you hear him scream a muffled cry. I need everyone to roll initiative. As 6 creatures quickly exit from this.
No.
What's that, Smith?
Sentinel?
I'm gonna say that actually, let me see something here. A creature within 5 feet of you. I'm gonna say it was not within 5 feet of you whenever it did this, because it was still within the egg.
Wasn't I traveling right next to the egg?
I mean, I had you at least like 5 feet away.
Where was Felix? Was he?
He was
Yeah,
right
where was
next
the
to
egg?
it. He was like right up on this thing. He was
I
one.
thought the egg was an old Smithy, wasn't it?
He
Wasn't I traveling right next to it?
he got down as he got down from the from Old Smithy as Gerard brought over the capsule.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So everyone rolled. Got a roll for Spellix.
That was a 7 for me, by the way. I have advantage.
Okay.
I just didn't roll it the right way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it took your first one, so we're good on my side. I appreciate the heads up, though.
Be right back.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? Actually, Smith will be right back. I'll be right back as well. I got to use the bathroom, so quick intermission before we start combat.
Woohoo!
Talk about Bukake.
Deal.
I've heard stories about this.
So One Piece.
Oh, I love One Piece.
So is she not dead? Is she dead and this is something else? Is the world government fucked? Did they lie about it? Did they kill her?
I mean, I don't think that's Lily. I don't think that's her.
I don't think so either. But there's something there about how she never made it back to Alabasta or whatever. The government betrayed her, and I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, Cobra gonna die. I mean, he's dead, but we're gonna see him die.
Oh yeah, whether it be the weird
You know,
thing that we don't know is Lily, or it's going to be the world government.
you know, this is all like in Sabo's flashback right now. You would think he would have started the story off with, "Hey, there's someone that is above the 5 elders controlling everything."
Somehow,
Like,
some way, at the end of the flashback, he goes, "Yeah, so Cobra's not dead. It was false information."
it was just ketchup. It wasn't blood.
But yeah, there's something going on there that I can't wait for.
And of course, it's on break next week.
Like always.
Trying to look online for some Switch games that may have fallen off a digital truck, if you know what I mean.
How's that going?
They keep wanting to install malware on my computer, and I keep saying no. We should talk about doing this illegally on Lucas's stream. That can't go wrong. Can't believe Lucas would keep all those children tied up in his basement like that.
I know. I honestly thought he was over this, especially when he said about getting affiliated. But you know what? I don't think we're ever going to get all those children free.
What?
Yeah. Huh?
Oh,
Oh, hey. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
We were just talking about pirating Switch games.
Oh no.
Which I'm sure they don't ban for that.
It started with One Piece, so it started with pirates.
Okay. Understandable.
And then I was like, Zelda would sure look good at 60 frames a second.
Terrible.
You know what? That reminds me of a video. Hold on. I'm gonna post it in the D&D.
Discord or Twitch or
It's on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Oh.
Too many
As
freaking...
soon as,
I
soon
know,
as it
right?
uploads, it's only a 1 minute video.
Can we just have like... Can we just have like our own private channel in your Discord and just live there?
I mean, I could. Look at this. Oh, it's Gabe Newell?
It's literally just him saying "fuck Nintendo."
Yeah, the skin's already looked. We don't need the animated effects where you have a dragon come. Fucking gay ass fairy bullshit. This ain't Skyrim, motherfucker. This is Counter-Strike. We are fucking terrorists up in this bitch. We are blowing up nuclear fucking facilities, bitch. Don't like it. Take your ass back to Valorant, motherfucker. You think we give a single fuck about Riot Games? Fucking Chinese cuck that spyware. I'm good on all that. We are not fucking video game developers, and it's funny because when you do make games like Half-Life Alyx, for Counter-Strike 2, just to fuck with you. Made the Valve head just shove a cock down Zuckerberg's throat. Yeah, every other that did dominate the most fucking long. Fucking ultimate virus.
That's fantastic.
I love it. We literally made the Nintendo piracy system because fuck Nintendo.
You know, watching a lot of Linus Tech Tip videos, that is the one thing that they have talked about on there is like all these, you know, different Steam machines and like, you know, Steam decks, and just how impossibly designed the Steam Deck is to be as good as it is in the number of ways that it is good, that nothing else can really compare to it in every facet that it is good. So I'll give it credit. I'll give him credit for that. All right. So we left off as Gerard pressed the button on the inside of this pill-shaped container as the egg opened up, revealing this steam and smoke. Spellix having his head into, like, looking into it, trying to see what he could. All of a sudden, a tendril wrapping out at him and a glob jettisoning from the inside, hitting him in the face as 6 creatures emerge from this. I'm going to put up what they look like on Scream. And I said Scream because that's what these things do. So what you see before you is essentially what you see before you is basically a terror created of foul sorcery. It is comprised of eyes, mouths, and liquefied matter of various creatures, and it kind of has...
Tears of the Kingdom did first.
Yeah, and it kind of has this like amoeboid form. Yeah, that is what you guys are looking at.
What happens when you do the fusion dance wrong?
That's right.
I was gonna say, I didn't realize I started streaming Pokemon Infinite Fusions for the Eldritch Horrors.
Fleshlight.
Ew.
Ew.
Ah.
Everything's a fleshlight if you're brave enough.
All right. Now the thing is, gotta look at.
Are these considered beasts or monstrosity?
No. The only hint I will give you is these are considered aberrations. All right. So, as these things climb out, you see that they kind of spread across the ground, covering a 5-foot area around each one of them. You know what? Actually, yeah, no, I'll have to do it to each one. I'm going to do it in a second. So, as you guys see this, the ground where the snow is, around where each one of these creatures are, kind of begins to liquefy. And become dough-like. Even though it is still the hard, crunchy snow, it's almost as if the mere presence of these creatures is turning the ground into a dough-like, amoeboid kind of texture. All right. Gerard.
Right, this doesn't get any more horror-inducing.
Oh, I should say, Spellix is currently blinded. All right. So, Gerard.
Very lucky, that's all he is.
That is a 9 to hit. And you see that the one that is next to you that tries to bite you, as it reaches out with one of its many mouths, as you are able to avoid this, you see it spits out a glob of that same caustic material that hit Spellix directly in the face. As it does, it lands up here behind your companions, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for each one of your companions.
Oh boy. Well, we'll go down the list. So, Neoguri got a nat 20.
Okay.
Albot, who I didn't even mend because I forgot about that, got a 1.
Okay.
And Abby got a 19 plus whatever the dex save plus 0, so got 19.
Okay. So that means that Albot is blind.
Can constructs become blind? Well, yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's only immune to charm and poison.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, up next, this one is going to attack Spellix. That's a 15 to hit. Okay. Spellix needs to make a strength save. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, he's blind. That means attacks against him have advantage. Okay. Just wanted to see if I could roll a nat 20. All right, so you guys see this one clamp onto Spellix, who is thrashing around, screaming at the top of his lungs. You see that he's able to slip away from this creature, but is still blind as he's like flailing about wildly. Groff, it is your turn.
All right. Well, kind of don't want to invoke 2 opportunity attacks, I guess. Screw it, I'll risk it. I'm gonna move 15 feet back to start.
All right. So are you moving on the back of Huey?
I would if I could move him, but yeah.
Okay, cool. What I need you to do is I actually need you to I need him to make a strength saving throw. Okay. So you usher Huey to move. As he does, you see that he's trying his hardest to pull his feet out from this dough-like consistency that the ground has now turned into. But with a good pull, he is able to free himself from that space and is able to move.
Cool.
All right, so opportunity attack against Groff is a failure. So yeah, you're good.
All right. What is? Oh, never mind. It's just the G's. Okay. What is S1?
S1 is Spellix.
Oh, okay, that's right. All right. Well, we'll aim for G5 then. So, are we in direct daylight or no?
No, you are not in direct daylight. It is currently 4:00 in game, so it is darkness.
First attack's gonna be 15 to hit then.
Okay.
Jeez, what's all the ones?
That misses.
15 misses.
15 misses.
Okay. Second attack.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. Wow, I was looking at the wrong number. My apologies. 15
Okay.
hits.
5 damage for the first attack. Necrotic for what it's worth.
Okay.
Anyway, 16 for the next one.
Yep.
That's 10 damage. And then last attack is a 29 to hit. And oh wait, hold on. Add 1d8. Okay. 8 plus 6, so 14 more necrotic damage.
All right. See, it lets out a blubbering sound almost as the arrows that you're shooting into it are just kind of being pulled into the mass and just adding to it. Gerard, it is your turn.
Oh god, I'm gonna get so many opportunity attacks if I try running away. You know what? I'm just gonna cast Shadow Blade. Because you said we're in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna take a swing with Shadow Blade, which I'm just gonna use the Eldritch Blast roll because it's +7. Or no, I'll use Elemental Weapon. Makes more sense that way. That is a 21 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
I'm hitting the... Which one tried biting me? G2?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take a stabby stab at G2. Does 8 psychic damage.
Okay. You stab this thing with your psychic blade and it seems to shiver as you do.
Wait. Is it advantage or increase attack damage when I'm in darkness?
It is...
You make an attack roll with advantage.
Okay.
Let's just see if I get that 20.
Sure.
Ah!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we can still use the same damage roll, though, of the 8, which is then the 8 plus the 3d8.
Yeah, plus 24. So.
Yeah.
All right. Conjuring a blade from darkness, you stab this thing. It quivers as the shadow blade digs into it.
Hell yeah. Now it's time for all of the fun stuff. Albot is blind. It can't do much. I'm gonna have the Yeti make a claw attack at G6.
Okay.
+2 to hit. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Woohoo! And now... Also, I know it's going to combine the two. That is 1 slashing damage, 2 cold damage.
Okay.
And Albot is blind, so...
So that means that... I mean, he can still attack. It's just all of his attacks have disadvantage.
Sure, we'll see. Let's see about Bombard. Does a 5 hit?
5 does not.
Alright. Then yeah, he misses.
Okay. Also, I need you... I should have done this first. But I need you to make 4 strength saving throws.
Okay.
All right, never mind. You don't have to make any more. So,
oh boy, I failed instantly.
your feet, as you know, we'll say that this is what predicated you just pulling the shadow blade. As you were going to attack, you felt your feet kind of get pulled within this dough-like terrain, your speed was 0 during that entire turn.
Oh, okay. But I don't take damage from it, right?
You don't take damage from it. You just have
Okay.
no speed.
Okay. So even if I tried running away, I wouldn't be able to. All right, thank you, and that's pretty much my turn.
All right. So, you see the one in between Smith and Gerard. It is going to attempt to slither between the two, between Abby and Smith. Gerard, you would have an opportunity attack if you would want to take it.
Can I use the blade?
I will let you use the blade since you already had it cast.
Sweet. That is a 13.
Okay, that just hits.
Oh wait, I get advantage with any attack roll with it. I keep forgetting that
true.
because we're technically in darkness. Just 14. It
Okay.
hits regardless. That is 18 psychic damage.
All right. Smith, this thing moves up between you and Abby. It spits out a globule into the air that lands right where it moved from. I need Smith, Gerard, and Abby to make dexterity saving throws.
Nat 20 for Erard.
Okay.
And then Abby gets a +0, so... Nat 20 for Abby. Back-to-back Nat 20s. Hey, who wants inspiration? Because apparently...
Jesus Christ.
I've been doing good.
Also, Smith, if you can roll one for Old Smithy as well.
Is this an effect I can see? Do I get advantage?
It is actually.
Okay. That's for me. And then...
Okay.
What does Old Smithy get?
Old Smithy has a +1 to dexterity. So he's got a 12. All right. So this globule flies up in the air, lands in between all of you. As it does, it explodes out, splashing around in that same way that it did prior. You see some of it gets into the eyes of Old Smithy as he's kind of like shaking his head around now. So Old Smithy is currently blind.
Okay.
And
is this an attack I can... is this an attack?
This is it is an action, but it's not necessarily, it's not an attack. It's not like a melee weapon attack. Now this is going to be a melee weapon attack that it is doing towards you, Smith. But that's an 11 to hit, so that is going to miss. All right. So down here, this one is going to move. Glenn, if you want, Slagger would have an opportunity attack against the creature that is moving away from him.
Okay.
Does Erard get another one or no?
No, you only get one reaction per round.
Okay.
Okay, so it's what am I clicking on?
You can make a melee attack with your sword, so you can just attack with your sword if you want to use your reaction.
Okay, so like under hit DC?
Yeah, the +7.
Okay.
Yep.
Jesus.
Okay,
Yep,
and then
25.
Nice, and then roll the damage. Remember to right click it and roll it as critical because you have that extra psychic damage on there.
Alright. Oh yeah. Okay, so where's the D? Okay. Okay, I forgot how to do that.
Right click where it says 1d8 plus 4. Click critical damage and then click roll.
Okay.
There you go. All right, 16 damage. All right, so you hit this thing. As you do, it moves over here and surrounds Spellix. Seeing that Spellix his face is completely encased in this caustic material that these things have been spitting out. That's a 21 to hit and a 3. That's okay. As this thing goes over, it goes up to Spellix, biting into him, and you see that Spellix's body kind of goes limp, and as he goes from screaming of this, no, what is going on? And then all of a sudden you see this creature come up behind, like move up next to him, grow slightly larger. The mouth on it grows and encapsulates his entire body as you see it absorbs all of Spellix.
Well, that wasn't terrifying.
Wow.
As
How long have you guys known him?
Poor Spellix. All right. So, as you guys see this, you watch as this creature shoots out a glob itself over here between Slagru and Woo. So, Slagru, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. It's going to be that +7. There you go. And I'm going to roll for Woo. Oof. All right, so Woo is blind. But Slagru, you are safe for right now.
For right now, I love that.
All right. Oh, actually, also Slagru, now that it's the start of your turn, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength?
Yes.
Crap.
Okay, so as your turn comes about, you've just watched these creatures just spewing this caustic material all over the battlefield, the ground, and then completely eating this small little gnomish goblin kind of looking creature that you've been traveling with. And then all of a sudden, as you're about to move, you feel your feet like sticking into the dough-like ground, but you are able to pull your feet free and move. So it is your turn.
All right. Okay, I'm going to try to get that one that's next to me. I'm going to attack it. All right.
All right, 14 hits.
Oh god, these freaking rolls today.
Keep in mind, since your Rard is right on the other side, you can get your sneak damage.
I was just gonna say.
Yep.
Okay, so
go ahead and roll your normal damage.
Okay.
All right, and then roll the additional D8 that goes along with your weapon.
Oh yeah, okay, additional D8.
Yeah, you can just click the same button again.
Yeah,
and then just forego the 4 at the end of it.
Okay. Hold on.
Otherwise, you can hit the D20 in the bottom left corner.
Okay, we're going with
all right, so 3. All right, so we got 14. Then go ahead and roll your sneak damage.
Sneak damage. 11.
Right. So a total 25 points of damage. You slash into this thing. As you do, you can see that it like kind of shakes and quivers as it turns back and looks at you with all these eyes kind of scowling. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Wait.
Is there anything else you would like to do? You still have your bonus action.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you could either attack with your offhanded weapon, which you have a dagger, or you could use your cunning action to disengage if you want to move away from these creatures and don't want to move away from this one and not get hit by its opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do the cunning action.
All right, go ahead and move up to your speed wherever you would like to go. You got 25 feet of movement.
And what? It's 5?
Yep, 5 feet per square. It'll always tell you in that little thing underneath your character as well.
Jesus. Oh. Get right there.
All right. Coolio. So it is Woo's turn. So Woo is currently blind until I want to say, yeah, okay. So we're gonna say that Woo jumps off of Dusk, and Dusk is gonna move away from these creatures, and we'll say that Woo spends his action pulling away this caustic material from his face, so that he is no longer blind. And then he'll use his bonus action to grow large. Because I know that's something that he do. All right.
Yes.
Smith, it is your turn.
Raging attack.
Okay.
Let's go for G6.
All right, like a G6.
And I'll use reckless attack.
All right, getting that advantage.
Yeah.
All right, that definitely hits.
I guess I should have filled both my attacks.
That's good. You're fine. However you got to do it.
I'm gonna reroll my damage on that one.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
And that one gets also the Divine Fury.
Okay. So we got 22 plus... we got 24 total right now.
Wait, what?
Well, you have 15 plus 7, and then you have your plus 2.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so 24 total.
Right. Okay. And then second attack. $120.
Nice.
No 20.
Shit, what the fuck is that? How much damage is that going to be? 2d6 plus 17. Well, actually, so we got a 5 and a 4. So we got 9 plus 12 plus 7. So 28 points of damage. All right. So Smith, you take Dawzimmer, the Bright Blade, swing into this thing. You can feel the blade just like carving through it. As you come back on the backswing, you cut this thing right in half as it starts to just writhe around, its various tendrils, mouths, and eyes beginning to chomp and blink wildly.
Nice.
Gross.
Does old Smithy get an attack?
You could use your bonus action. Well, you can't use your bonus action to make him attack, but you can have him. You can have him like move or anything like that because he's your mount currently.
Does he then inherently take the dodge action? Is that how that works?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't give him any command, then he takes the dodge action.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he's currently blind right now anyway, so he has disadvantage on anything coming at him. Actually, he automatically fails if I'm not mistaken.
Would he have had the... Never mind. Never mind. Okay, that'll be it.
Cool, yeah.
Actually, I guess... Yeah, leave me there, I guess.
All right. So, you guys see this one creature down here to the south. As it's looking about, it kind of looks at all of you as this is all going on. It is going to shoot that glob right in the center of the battlefield, right on top of your Rard. So, oh wait, actually, yeah, right here. So, Smith, your Rard, I need the two of you to make dexterity saving throws. Smith, you will have advantage because of your ability.
Flaccid 20.
Okay. All right, you guys are not blinded. But you see that this thing is going to sink into the dough-like snow. Oh, did not mean to move him. All right. And then, yeah, the two of you, Smith and Gerard, I need you guys to make another dex save.
Ten.
Yeah. Gerard, this creature shoots a glob right next to your feet. It explodes out. As this happens, you try to cover your eyes best you can, but it hits you in the eyes. You are currently blinded.
Bukake.
Jesus. All right, and it is going to attempt to bite at you, and that is a nat 20. So Gerard, you are going to take 46 points of piercing damage, and I also need you to make a strength saving throw.
16.
Okay, so
14.
you feel this thing bite onto you, and as it does, you are kind of like almost pulled off your feet, and you can feel its tendrils in its mouth starting to try and drag you into it, but you are able to pull yourself away from that. You are not dropped prone nor restrained.
Last attack?
Sentinel would proc, yes.
Okay.
But
no advantage on it, right? It's got to be on my turn.
Correct.
$15 hit? It
15
right?
does hit.
Okay.
It's weird. It's not.
damage?
Yeah. That's why is it not showing? Okay, now it's showing your damage. All right. We are back to the top of the order. All right. This is going to Woo. That is a 21 to hit and an 8. So that one is at least going to hit. So Woo is going to take 15 points of damage. as he is still blind. Or no, he's not blind. He is able to see. Okay. Oh, shoot. Actually, shouldn't. Nope. Okay, never mind. And that's what I thought. All right. Groff. As you are Yes.
Go ahead.
No, okay, good.
I was just gonna say, so when I hit the G5 with my arrows last time, like, did it seem like it damaged it, or it just absorbed it?
Yes, it did. It's just it absorbed those arrows.
Okay, but it's still hurting.
Yes. And in fact, it is going after you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm. No, you get back there, sir. All right, well, that's a nat 20 to hit. And that's a 10 to hit.
No.
Groff, you are going to take 49 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Game's rigged. 12.
Okay. So, as this thing bites onto you, you're on the back of Huey, and trying to move away and get into position to take your next shot. When you turn around and see this thing bite into you, it grabs your arm and pulls you down off of Huey. You are currently prone and restrained.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Just gotta move him out of the way to mark you on my side. Okay. But Groff, it is your turn. Keep in mind, you can use half of your movement to stand up. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. You are restrained, which means that your speed is 0. So you can try and break away from this thing if you want to try and escape it.
That'd be my action, though, right?
That would be, yes.
Okay. What little choice do I have, though?
You could just attack it. You know, you would just, if you're attacking it with your bow, you would just make it with disadvantage. Well, I guess you would make it with a standard attack.
Wait, how would I do that being restrained? Do I not use my arms, or
restrained? I mean, mechanically restrained is that your speed becomes 0. Attacks against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on strength saves. Or, I mean, on dexterity saves. So, technically speaking, mechanically, you could still attempt an attack.
Okay, that thing's not even bloodied yet, though, is it?
It is not.
All right, I'm gonna try and break free first.
Cool, yeah. All right, go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Definitely acrobatics. Huh. So we're gonna use that inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, that's much better. 26.
All right, so this thing is like trying to chomp onto you and suck you in as much as possible, but as it opens its mouth, you time yourself quickly enough that you're able to pull your arm free from this and able to free yourself. So I'm gonna say that you're still prone, so you have use of your speed now. You could stand up. You could spend half of your movement to stand up.
I will do that.
Okay.
And then come on. Why can I not go to this square?
Which one?
Like
this one? Wait, let go?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird. Anyway,
weird.
that's where I want to go.
Okie dokie.
Is that opportunity attack?
That is. Oh, that's a 4. You
Sweet.
timed yourself and were able to move quickly enough.
And then last thing I want to do is cast Healing Spirit on myself.
Okay.
So get that walrus in here. And heal me for 4.
All right. Walrus. Thought I had... I know I had that token somewhere. My tokens?
It's been a while, though, so...
It has been a bit, yeah. I'll have to find that token again, because I don't know where that one went. Okay, so you are able to summon your spirit and offer yourself some healing. I'm just gonna put you know what, just to have something on the map for where your spirit is, I'm gonna give you a little gelatinous cube.
I love gelatinous cubes.
There you go. All right, so you are able to heal yourself when you cast that, so go ahead and do your thing.
Heal for 4.
Cool. All right, Urard, it is your turn. You are currently blind.
Can I use an action to remove the stuff off of my eyes to make
Yes.
it to where I'm not blind?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna cast Misty Step to get the fuck away.
Okay.
30 feet to a space that I can see. I'm essentially wanting to go up here. Somewhere
gotcha.
there. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So poof
And
out of
then-
existence and poof back in.
Yep. That was my bonus action and all that. And my actual action, Shadow Blade dispels because concentration. And I guess I'll have Abby go to attack G2.
Gotcha.
15 plus
Yeah, that
whatever.
hits. 15 plus
Which
2.
is- Woohoo.
2d4.
Yeah, because it's 1d4 is the slashing, 1 is
Slashing and
the
yep.
icing.
Yeah.
So 2 slashing, 3 cold.
All right, nice.
And then Albot. Trying to think how I can make Albot clear off his eyes. He doesn't exactly have hands.
He has like little windshield wipers.
You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah. All right.
He's going to do that, and then I'm going to have him fly straight up.
Okay. So Albot will spend his 30 feet fly going straight up into the air.
20 feet flying speed.
Was it 20? Okay. Sorry. Oh, I was looking at the
he
wrong
has,
one.
he has 30 feet of movement speed, but with wings, the mechanical buddy has a flying speed
Yep.
of 20 feet.
Yep, that's I was looking at the wrong number on there.
All good.
All right. So 20 feet up into the air. All right. It is now this creature's turn. So I to zoom out on the map just a bit. And this one is going after Woo. That's a 17 to hit, which would hit. Actually, it's technically an 18. So Woo is going to take 14 points of damage, but I'm actually going to give him... I'm going to give Aaron the benefit of the doubt and proc in his Cloud Rune, because I feel like he would do that. So that is going to... He's going to have that thing go after one of these others. So we're going to have the damage go to the one that's chasing down Groff. All right. So there is that attack, and it is going to make its second attack. Oh, that's a nat 20. Okay, well, I'm sorry, Aaron. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. All right, Aaron's going to take 51 points of damage. Whew. All right, Slagru, it is your turn.
This is where we die.
Okay. One move in closer to G5 over there.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to do my little him with a tongue lasher.
Okay.
Okay. Crit damage, right?
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay.
Once you hit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice. A 26. Just shy of a crit. Well, go ahead and because you're always gonna roll critical damage because yours is 2d8 plus 4. So
okay, so we're going to do that.
All right, 15.
And
if you want, you can get sneak damage because you do have not only do you have Huey within that range. But even if Huey didn't count, you're the only one within range of that thing, so. All right. So you move in as quickly as possible, seeing this thing going after your other dwarven compatriot, and with a fast slash across it, you literally lash off one of the numerous tongues that this thing is trying to grab at Groff with, and you are able to kill it.
Yes.
All right. So you still currently have another 15 feet of movement if you would like to move before your turn is over, or you can use your bonus action to dash, giving yourself 40 feet to move, or you can move that extra couple feet and then make another attack with your offhanded weapon with your dagger.
Yeah, these things hit me like flipping truck. Yeah, I'll chance it. I'll move up here towards G4 and
all right,
hit him a little, smack him around a little bit.
So scroll down to where it says bonus actions on your actions tab, and then click the +7 next to dagger.
Yeah, 5, 12.
12 hits.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so it is going to be 3 points of damage as you make a quick stab at this thing. All right. That is then going to bring us to Woo's turn. No longer blind, he is going to swing with his 2 sabers. Both of those hitting. And dishing out. And then it's an extra D6. All right, so that's going to be 19 total against this thing. All right, Smith. Combat is still raging on ever further, as there are 3 of these things that you can see. You can see the ground down here just to the south of you kind of convulsing and shifting in that dough-like manner. Smith.
Sorry. Let's attack G1.
Okay.
Recklessly again.
All
Let's do it.
Nice. 25 to hit. And 21 to hit. All right, both hit. So we got 14. Got 21. So we got 21 plus 13, so we're looking at
take the second
30.
roll.
All right, 37. Yeah, 2 hearty swings at this thing as it lets out a shriek around you. Smith, as it lets out this shriek, I need you and Abby. You're right, I need Abby to make wisdom saving throws.
Excuse me.
9.
Okay, so Abby fails this. All right. So as it lets out this shriek, Smith, you kind of like hold your head for a moment as you hear these incoherent babblings just kind of come over you. As that happens, you hear these voices start to like try to peg into your head, telling you what to do. But you are able to ignore these voices. But Gerard, you can see that Abby is like holding her head and kind of like shaking it around and burying it in the snow, as you know, any kind of interaction or shouting to Abby does not seem to be eliciting a reaction from her.
Okay.
All right. Smith, a moment later, you feel the ground beneath you begin to sink. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Advantage?
No, because this is not something that you, this is not like an effect that you can see. Okay. All right. So, Smith, you feel the ground beneath you shifting and wavering, and you can feel old Smithy beginning to sink into the ground. You are able to, if in this moment, with what you rolled, you have the option. You can either stay on old Smithy, and you are going to have to roll a strength saving throw for him to try and pull him out of this, or you can throw yourself to safety. But if he does not roll high enough, you both will be taking a certain amount of damage.
We got this.
So want to
Can I use
ride
my
down?
inspiration for him?
I'll say that you can try and inspire him. Yeah, so I need old Smithy then to make a strength saving throw. And I'm going to tell you, the DC is 18.
Should we roll it twice? What's the,
He has a
what's the
plus
modifier?
2. He has a plus 2, so you need to roll at least a 16 on one of these.
It's unlikely. Womp womp.
Okay. So the ground beneath you opens up. You see the snow kind of melting and twisting. And as this happens, you look down. The rest of you can see that. Oh, I did not mean to make Old Smithy disappear. You can see below you is the mouther that disappeared under the snow. Its mouth now starting to envelop Old Smithy. So Smith, Old Smithy is going to take 13 points of damage, as are you. Yours is going to be halved because you're raging.
He should be at full, right?
He should be at full. Yeah, you guys haven't had any kind of major things.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
11, so
he should be down at 6 if with what just happened.
Can I take 6?
Yes, you're gonna take 6. And Old Smithy is currently prone and restrained, and you are likewise restrained.
Okay.
So, go. All right. So the one that is next to you, seeing that this mouther beneath the ground has you kind of pulled down in, it is going to attack you. That is a 12, which misses, and that's an 18, which hits. All right. So, Smith, you are going to take 8 points of piercing damage as G1 bites into you. That is 11 and 8. Okay, 11 is going to hit Abby. Oh, wow. Gerard, Abby takes 9 points of damage.
She poofs out of existence.
Actually, I need you to make a strength saving throw for her.
Okay. She still kind of poofs out of existence, though.
She will.
She got a 1.
Okay. You see this mouther in wraps around her. As it does, you see her being dragged in. Abby is clawing at the snow that's around her, that's this dough-like consistency, as she's screaming, and Gerard, you can hear her yelling out for you, saying, "No, no, no!" And Gerard, in that moment, you watch as Abby is pulled in, and you hear a voice on the wind as you're watching this that says, "I'll save her this time, but we need to talk." And then you see that she poofs away. All right, Groff, it is your turn.
What? This thing's not dead yet. What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm bleeding. Anyway. I see G4 off in the distance there. I'll take a shot at that one. 25 to hit.
That hits.
For 12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack's nat 20.
Congrats.
The base damage is 11. So what was it? How do you, I always forget how you do it.
It is the total amount of, it's your total of your dice pool. So it would be that plus 8. So 17.
Okay, so 19.
19. As you pull back this arrow, you hit this mouther, and with that arrow, you eviscerate it.
That's right. That's how we roll down in where am I from?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. That one. That dwarven dementia.
Yeah.
Right. I'll take my D6 healing and
Okay.
wherever that's at. D6. 1.
Nice.
Fuck this game.
All
Go
right.
back to Zelda. I'll see you next turn.
All right, Gerard, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to Eldritch Blast G2.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Yay! That is 9 force. I keep forgetting. Did I add anything to it? No, I just added the blast. I didn't remember if I added like the push thing or whatever. And then yeah, that's oh, I get to fire it again if it's not dead. That's what I forgot.
For Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, 2 beams at 5th, 3 beams
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah,
11.
yeah.
So it's not dead.
Let me see here.
Well, there's a 26 to hit.
Oh, wait, you were hitting G2?
Yes.
The first Eldritch Blast does it in. So you can aim this
All
second
right.
one at another.
I'll aim it at G3.
Okay. So the thing to keep in mind is that that one is in the ground, so you will need to roll that with disadvantage.
G3's in the ground?
Yes, G3 is buried in the ground and just has its mouth opened around old Smithy and Smith.
Okay, I can roll again.
Say, because you could either hit G1 with the 26, or you can try
16.
and hit. Okay, that does hit.
And then that's 8 force damage.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna have Albot go ahead and shoot. Or attempt to. Because he's
Okie
no
dokie.
longer blind. +3 to hit. 16.
That hits.
I'm gonna have him shoot G1.
Okie dokie.
And then that is just 1d4 plus 1 piercing. 5 piercing damage.
All right. See, this thing is slowly losing its shape and form. Slagru, it is your turn. You can see these things are starting to kind of lose their shape and form as these last two are focusing on the on Smith and Old Smithy.
Okay. I'll head over to G1 over there.
Okay.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Okay. Unfortunately, that misses.
Yeah, I figured I'm just going to eventually have.
Well, do you have inspiration?
Yeah, I got inspiration.
So again, you can re-roll. So anytime that you have inspiration, you can do one of two things with that. You can either roll with advantage, which you have to declare before you roll, or if you roll and fail, you can re-roll it using inspiration. You just have to take whatever the new one is.
Okay, I'll just re-roll then.
Okay.
So, do I just hit the inspiration button and just get that out of there then?
Yep. When you hit that, that'll take that away.
Okay.
All right. Well, 17 is going to hit.
Okay. Get that out of the way because it keeps getting my. Okay. With crit down. Check out the crit.
All right.
Oh, I can do sneak attack too.
Yes, you can.
Sweet. Okay.
God damn it, Justin.
21.
Jesus. All right. Well, fuck. I was like, oh man, 8 points of damage on your thing. That's not a big deal. Like all of a sudden, almost triple the damage on sneak. Yeah, you march up to this thing as you watch that it is going to try and attack Smith once again, but you are able to slash through it, destroying it where it stands.
Just do a little jig and flexing.
Yeah. All right. Do you do anything with your bonus action?
I'll try to hit that. Let's see if I can hit that other G3 over there.
Okay. You can definitely try.
Okay.
Again, you're going to be making this with disadvantage.
Okay.
This thing is currently buried. Just right-click the +7 to hit, and click the disadvantage button, and then click roll.
Okay.
Jesus. All right.
I think he hit.
Yeah. All right. Roll the damage. Roll that D4 of damage as you go over and stab into the ground. Oh man. Okay. All right. So with that, it is Woo's turn. Not wanting to be outdone, Woo is gonna go over.
You'll excuse me. I'm going to take a little victory lap around my apartment.
Yeah.
Isn't rogues fun?
Smith, Woo runs up to you, and kind of looking down at this thing and looking at you, he is going to ask if you would rather be pulled out of there or if you just want him to try and kill the thing.
Kill the thing.
Okay. So he is going to take his attacks. Okay, so that's going to be 2 hits. All right, 21. So he is stabbing. Oh shit! I never rolled with disadvantage. Hold on.
You don't need to worry about that.
I do need to worry about that. All right, that's okay. So that still would have missed, and then that and that. Okay. Yep. All right, so Smith, he is stabbing down into this. You are currently restrained by this creature. You can attempt to pull yourself out of it, or you can make your attacks, they'd still be with disadvantage.
Reckless attack.
Okay, evening it out. Okay, that's a hit. That's also a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. Gerard, while this is happening, while you're watching as this aberrant mouth is trying to suck into the ground old Smithy, you can hear old Smithy, squawking. Everyone can hear old Smithy squawking, but Gerard, you hear him with your beast speech of him saying, "I'll go down with the fight. If I die, I die with honor."
Is he dying?
He's currently getting pulled into the mouth. Smith.
Can I cast rescue?
Well,
I'm basically dealing with a Sarlacc thing.
Not as a reaction.
Oh, not as a reaction. Nope.
Yeah. 21.
He doesn't need to, right?
What's that?
Rescue old Smithy. I'll take care of that.
Okay. All right, so
isn't this guy gonna get killed or no? Is he still alive?
Possibly. So that's 21 points of damage. Plus, so that'd be 37 plus 4 would be 41. So, Smith, with your bright blade, you hoist it into the air. You know, you're hearing the squawking of old Smithy at your feet, and as you hear this, you see a look of concern on Gerard's face. Wu is standing there stabbing into the ground with his Charlatan sabers. Slagger has come over and is stabbing into the ground with his dagger. You pull out your gleaming bright blade, your radiant axe, and you swing down right next to where old Smithy is and into the mouth of this creature. And as you do, it glows with radiant light, and you cut this thing in half as you feel the tendrils release off of you. Combat is over.
I'd like to point out, if we didn't have the temporary HP, I was going down instantly.
Oof.
With the 46 points of damage, because my max is 45.
You wouldn't have gone down instantly. You wouldn't have died outright.
Yeah, I would have died outright, but I would have gone down.
Yeah, that's true.
If I didn't heal for that last 1 point of healing, I would be bloodied still.
Well, I was looking at it, and I'm like, I could use Aura of Life. I'm like, well, that's not going to help me.
So when you guys like, you know, combat is over, you have killed the last one. You see the egg sitting there, the steam just kind of billowing out of it. Gerard, as you're kind of recovering from this battle, you can see the light around that button that you had pressed is now pointing in a direction, almost as if it is a compass.
I would relay that to the group, saying it's now pointing us in a direction to go.
Pretty sure we can trust this thing.
I'm more worried that it might not lead us to like more creatures, but more worried of if somebody else opens up this egg and we're not around to stop it.
Groff,
Yeah.
as you're walking through the battlefield, about to rejoin with your allies, you realize the dissolved body of Spellix Ramwad is in one of the piles where these creatures were.
Huh. Did he have any loot on him?
No. Well, I guess. Hold on.
I was actually wondering.
All that you see that's left is his metallic goblinoid mask.
I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, so you take the mask that looks like that. It's that yellow goblinoid mask.
Oh, now you look like Trapjaw.
If I wear it, I'm just gonna keep it. How'd you describe it again?
If you look at the screen, it is that mask.
Goblin-looking mask.
Yellow goblin-looking mask. Here, I'll post it. I'll send it to you.
I'm good.
Oh, that's a whole.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, okay. I see what it is. That's neat.
Yep.
Okay. Can I walk up to the egg and just kind of poke at it a little bit with my sword to make sure nothing's going to come out?
You poke it with your sword. There appears to just be like a sloshing sound coming from within. But that's about it. Like, the steam is gone. The kind of smoke that billowed out of it is gone.
But there's still a sloshing which means something else is in there.
You can see into it now. It just appears to be like some kind of fluid in there. It does not appear to be moving other than whenever you slosh the egg about.
Anybody care if I pick this up?
All yours.
Okay, I gingerly pick it up just in case.
I'll give you a gold piece to drink the mystical egg soup.
I'll give you 2 to drink the remains of what's his face. My name's Groff. Welcome to Jackass.
Oh no, the gold for drinking the egg soup was totally in character.
I believe that. All right. So so Slagru, you currently have a large metallic egg. As you pick this thing up, compared to whenever you were investigating it and inspecting it before, when you guys first set out on your travels, this thing is nowhere near as heavy anymore. It is maybe about 10 pounds now. It's still fairly large. It's still about the size of a small barrel. But it just weighs about 10 pounds now.
Well, yeah, again, getting rid of 6 monsters like that kind of.
Yeah.
I'm sure that took a lot of the weight out. All right. So, what now, guys?
Well, where does it tell us to go?
Which direction does it tell us to go?
It
But
is.
you did relay that information to us, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
It is
Yeah,
pointing.
I know I showed you guys, but I don't think we ever discussed where it went.
Yeah. As you look at it, it is pointing, southeast. So, if I pull up this map, it is pointing in this general direction.
Yeah.
And you can see that the light is kind of pulsating.
That kind of stuff will keep.
Now, I have a metagame question for you once we're done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh, once we're done, okay.
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, you guys can see that the pulsating light, no matter which way Gerard turns this small capsule, the light stays pointing towards southeast.
Well, I'm okay with checking it out, but first, can we get somewhere to rest for the night? Error proceeds to cough up blood.
Do you want to rest there that evening? Because keep in mind, you guys would still have another 4 hours before you could start to long rest again.
For rest?
Well, I figured it would take almost 4 hours to walk back to the town, wouldn't it?
You could walk back to the town if you so chose.
Just because we have lodging there.
I think Smith suggested a short rest.
I'm cool with a short rest too.
All right. So what's the consensus?
Go ahead. Short rest.
All right. So I think Justin is preoccupied with a baby at the moment. So is that the plan? Short rest and then follow where the capsule is leading you?
Sure.
All right. Everyone can go ahead and pop a short rest. So make sure that you heal yourselves. And remember, Glenn, if you click that... What's that?
During the short rest, can I use the Needle of Mending and mend Albot to get him back to full HP?
Yes. Yes, you can. Glenn, just as a reminder, you can click short rest at the top. Click those little boxes underneath where it says rogue hit dice. Whenever those pop up, it should give you, like, you know, however many D8 plus whatever.
To recover my health?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have to worry about that part.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
I didn't get hit.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Nice.
Does Old Smithy benefit from a long rest?
Old Smithy can benefit from a long rest, yes.
Short rest?
Short rest, yes. So he would have... he has 3d10 plus 3 hit die. So you can roll 3d10 plus 3 if you want to heal him, or you can roll up to 3d10 plus 3. So it'll be 1d10 plus 1 for however many. Let me shoot Justin a message. Swear to God, I thought I saw a bug crawling on my microphone, and then I look up only to realize it's Jared's GIF in the chat.
Lucas was about to scream like a little girl.
I was not happy with what I was looking at, because I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, because it's like right on my microphone. I was looking through my mic. All right. So, you guys move away from these piles of horrific aberrations, and take a momentary rest to calm yourself, heal yourselves up, and rest up a bit. But as the hour goes by, and so too does the time, you realize you have but a few short hours before exhaustion will start to creep in on your bodies from travel. So would you like to pursue and follow the blinking compass?
I'm all for it.
Okay. All right. So,
For a little bit.
okay. So, you guys begin to follow Gerard's lead, who has this egg in here, or not the egg, who has this capsule in his hand. On the top, the button sits now available to be pressed, as when it was pressed before, it stayed fully depressed. But the light shining ever true, blinking towards the south. You guys march for a few hours as the darkness ebbs ever further above you, the aurora from Arl's ride through the night sky, the only light that is available. Did I miss the part where you said what those things were called? No, I never said what those things were called. And eventually, Gerard, the light on this thing starts beeping or blinking faster and faster. And eventually, as you creep by and the hours go by, you realize it is probably close to 9 o'clock at night as you see the light turn a solid red as you creep along ever slowly until eventually finding something. As you move through this mountainous valley to the south, you trudge deeper into it. And that is when you notice a strange, eerie glow betraying the monstrous outline of something stupendous and ominous sitting in the snow. Looking like a cephalopod with slimy, ropey tentacles as thick as tree trunks that have tried and failed to bury itself in to bury its enormous bulk in the snow. You see a massive ship or structure that is there in front of you. And as you come into sight of this thing, let me pull up the picture so everyone can see.
Everard kind of looks back on, hey, Slagrude, you're the one that kept the egg. You might want to check this out.
Slagrude, as you come into sight of this thing, this is what you have been hunting for those past week that you have been traveling, this like past week and a half that you have been traveling to the south. This is what you saw flying through the night sky that night. Not a falling star, not some kind of, illusion of the night sky. This is what you saw. And as you see this, you guys see the ground moving around you as creatures with antennae that you can see on this map emerge from the ground with biting teeth and snapping teeth and winding tentacles. And that is where we're going to end tonight's stream. So
aliens.
So we will pick up in 2 weeks as you guys are going to face the encounter of the id ascent and march and take on the challenge of the nautiloid.
So you're telling me right before we get to the tentacle porn, that's when you decide to cut it off?
That's when I decide to cut it off. Yeah, we got to put a balance between some tentacle things and another tentacle things, because otherwise we get put on by TOS.
Good enough stories about these two.
Too many tentacles.
No such thing.
Yeah. But to those of you watching at home, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
Fight one tentacle monster with a bunch of mouths, got Bukake on, and now we're fighting more tentacles.
That's right.
Like monsters.
for those of you curious as meta knowledge for what it was, because I know Stacy asked about it, the creatures that the party fought were called gibbering mouthers. And the creatures that they're gonna fight are called carrion crawlers, so hooray. I know lots of parties have dealt with those. But yeah, so we'll see you guys next week. Bye!